All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back. Well, guess who? Our favorite Bomba Claude Rasta Claude Man, Jason Blaha again. The fitness slave, the fitness lifting diet, and gym slave himself, Blaha. Anyways, I'm going to review this video with you, man. It's about supplements, bro. This is going to be great, man. The supplement industry does no safety testing and cannot legally sell products that work. I guess he meant to say sell products that don't work. Sell products that don't work. Okay. They do. The products do work. They're supplements. That's what they do. Their job is to supplement your diet because you're deficient. For some reason, you're going to the health food store because you're deficient. Want to know why? Because the food they're feeding you out there, the artificial food, is anti-nutrient. That's why they don't work. All right, man, let's review this.
Just want to give people a quick reminder that the supplement industry is not required to do any safety testing, and they're not required to prove that any of their products work. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and yeah, I'm going to say this, and you know what? My stance on the supplement industry is actually really the reason so many people disliked me years ago. Put that in perspective. You know, you'll hear so many people trash talk me, but then you have to remember there was a whole hate campaign funded.
Listen, man. Nobody cares about you, Blaha. Let's get one thing straight. Nobody gives a shit about you or your fucking channel, okay? Or what you are. You're not an influencer. You're nobody. You're just some dude saturating YouTube with crazy lifting videos day in, day out and doing voiceovers talking about nonsense, okay? And here's another thing. You have a desk full of these supplements. You're using them. So if they're so bad, why are you using them for? We have photographs and everything. There's videos of you. You have all kinds, creatine, protein powders and stuff. You are taking supplements. So if they don't work, why are you taking them? Here's another thing. You're taking steroids. Do they work?
By supplement companies against me 8-9 years ago, right? If everyone remembers that. Yeah.
No, I don't remember anything. You're full of shit. You and the supplement company coming after you because you went after them. Ooh, Blaha went after the supplement company. A nobody. You think they give a shit about you? You're no one, man. Here's another thing. I'll tell you, I'm old school. Older than Blaha. I know about supplements, bro. Way back, even as far as I saw these old magazines, bodybuilding in the 70s. So in the 80s, yeah, the supplements, they took off. They had all kinds of stuff, you know, especially way at the end of the 80s. All kinds of fancy stuff out there. And they got more and more fancy throughout somewhat of the 90s. I don't really give a shit about supplements, but I do know that amino acids work. Why? Because they're building blocks of proteins, okay? So if you're looking for a supplement that can actually do something, but how do they work? They're very specific. They work in high dosages. They don't work well in low dosages, okay? They stimulate something in your body. That's what they do. At high dosages of amino acids, they stimulate. That's why they tell you how much taurine should you work for this anti-aging stuff if you take taurine now. Well, they say 6 grams, a gram for every decade. Okay, that's a fair assessment. I knew a guy who took more than that. He took 6, 7, 10 grams. He said, but a couple months later, he got diarrhea, so then he cut back, but then he's going to go back again. He said he felt like Superman on taurine at high dosages. Okay, creatine, how does it work? It works really well at very high dosages, creatine. It doesn't work well at low dosages, okay? It's an amino acid. Plus, if you're using peptide free-form, peptide bonded amino acids, 2, if you're just using those ones, well, they stimulate growth hormone, a bunch of other in the endocrine system, but it has to be taken at very high dosages. But then, with those amino acids, the free form, you overstimulate the pituitary. After 2 months, it kind of doesn't work anymore. So you got to stop taking it, and then you need another 2 months to regenerate, and you'll have low hormones because you overstimulated your pituitary. So that is another issue with that. But as far as I know, with creatine and taurine and stuff, if you take them in high dosages, they just keep working. They just keep working, especially in old people. They work even better because as you get older, these things are plummeting. They're going down. I don't know why they're going down, okay? I'm not God. I don't know why. But like I said, as far as supplements, amino acids work. No matter what they put in amino acids, no matter what they sell, type of amino acid they sell, they all work. And they all work in their own way at very high dosages. That's all I know, okay? The other supplements that they sell in the store, I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know. I just know amino acids are building blocks of protein and they work at high dosages. That's it.
So let's be honest about this, right? This truth that I'm telling you right here, not only has made people hate me and come after me.
Why is he picking up and dropping the weight like a loser? What the hell?
But it's probably some of the most useful fitness information most of you need to know that very
Is this guy mentally ill?
few people are willing to tell you, because everyone is scared of the supplement industry.
Everyone is scared of the supplement industry? Like who? Who's scared? I'm not scared of them. Who gives a shit about them? Why do you care so much? If you don't want it, don't buy it. Don't promote it. Don't buy it.
Okay? If you guys recall, remember when Dr. Mike Israel people were talking?
Supplements do not build muscles. Adaptations are the initiating stage of stimulating a muscle to get something going, and then you can go build it later by eating. But they don't build muscles.
About truth, and it was like a live he was doing. He's like, yeah, Jason Blaha told you the truth, and look what happened to him. He's like, be very, very careful when you start telling the truth.
Jason Blaha, nobody gives a shit about you. Why does this guy think that he's so special? Why does he think he's special? We've all been online as long as him, if not longer. I've had a channel my old channel since 2011. Yeah, I posted some and then I took off videos. I put some on, took it off. But I wasn't doing what he was doing, lifting and being, saturating the YouTube with crazy videos, his crazy shit.
But here I am, still alive, still telling you guys.
Well, I still remember when he was making those stupid bullets and talking and ranting with his stupid hat. Look how much he's aged in the last couple of years. Look at him when he was doing those bullets a few years ago, and look at him now. Jesus, this guy aged like a mother, bro.
Okay, let's look at this. The supplement industry is based out of the U.S. Let's again be honest. All the major companies are U.S. based. Even the stuff they're selling you around the world, American-based companies. Therefore, American-based laws are the biggest.
Yeah, but in Canada, they have separate laws. The laws are different. They check for quality for everything, even alcohol. They won't import it. They have strict laws here. And those companies have to adhere to the strict Canadian laws. They tell them how they want that product coming in. And then they do it. They do it. But that costs extra. It costs extra to Canadians. But it's worth it to have a cleaner product.
The biggest ones involved. Okay? The supplement industry is not legally required to do safety testing. They are only required to remove products after they have knowledge that they may be dangerous. So what does that mean? It means as soon as the owners of the companies or the executives find out there may be risk with a product, they see evidence, they have to pull it. Now, there's a certain amount of claims of ignorance that allow them some wiggle room, but keep that in mind. The supplement industry, okay, this is one of the agreements Congress made with them. They are not required to do safety testing because they're not really allowed to sell products that work anyways. They gave them an exception to the rule. They're like, okay, so we know.
That makes no sense. They're selling products that don't work. They do work. That's why they call them supplement. They're supplementing your diet with vitamins and minerals because you live in a third world country and you need to be supplemented, right? You're not sufficiently fed, overfed and undernourished in North America with your fake food. So you have to go there and you have to buy these supplements. You understand me? Here's the funny thing. In a real third world country where they are deficient, probably, I don't know. There's no health food stores. They probably need it. We don't need it up here. We're not deficient in anything. We have plenty of food. We're not deficient.
You guys need to make money. This is big business. They lobbied with them. And in the 90s, it's now 29 years later. Or is it later? Was it 93 or 95? I'm starting to forget. I'm getting so old. One of those 2 years, there was a supplement.
95? He's getting so old? What does he know about the 90s? Man, I'm talking about the 80s and 70s.
Control Act. Right. It allows them to not safety test because that costs money. They can't afford to do all that. Right? They can't afford that and still sell you the products. The FDA doesn't get involved until we start seeing effects, and those effects need to be positive or negative, right? So that's the situation. As long as they don't know that a product is harmful, they're allowed to sell it to you. Now let that sink in. How many of you out there buy this stuff? You're buying stuff that has no safety testing. Same people.
In Canada is safety tested, and they have certificates and everything. If you buy NMN here, they need a certificate from Health Canada. They tell you the purity, that it's real, it's not fake and everything, and you know what you're buying. It's a product. Believe me, it's certified.
People are scared of anabolics. Most anabolics got the FDA clearance and were approved for human use. Not saying they don't have side effects and health effects, but at least they were approved for human use by the FDA. Many of them were at one time or still are. You're scared of those? All right, how many of you out there listening are a little leery of that? Oh man, I don't want to put all that in my body. But you'll buy over-the-counter products.
You put unnatural things in your body because you're a natural, Blaha. Why wouldn't anybody else?
But you'll buy over-the-counter products claiming to help you build muscle or burn fat to do the same things that have no safety testing. These others had years of safety testing and clinical trials. They assess the risks. Supplements don't do that. You're putting stuff that hasn't been...
He's pretty good at lifting these weights, eh? Throwing them up in the air. He's like, wee.
Safety tested in humans into your body. You think that's a good idea? Just because it's over the counter? I mean, so's table sugar. That's over the counter. You want to go consume tons of that? All right.
What about table sugar? Yeah, it's processed, but it's man-made.
Here we go. All right, as far as effects go, they're not allowed to sell you products that work. What? Just like they can't make, they've got to be very careful with the wording of their claims.
They can't sell you products that work. That is so weird. They do work. Like I told you, amino acids are sold at the health food store. They work. They work. They sell brewer's yeast. It works. They sell creatine. It works. Taurine, free-formed amino acids, peptide amino acids, anything with amino acids, they work. There's another thing. Do they sell B12 at the health food store? Yeah. Does it work? Well, vegans need B12, so they buy their B12 over the counter, right? They need that B12. I don't know. They need these vitamins. Do they work? Yeah. Here's another thing. A vitamin D or K2, do they work? Do those vitamins work? The supplements, do they work? Yeah, they work. They supplement your diet. It's a supplement. It's a vitamin. Whether it's synthetic or not, they work. See what I mean? I think he means work like when he says they don't work. I mean, the stuff that he's trying to get out of it doesn't work for him. Like building a muscle out of thin air, out of like just moving a weight around. It's going to magically, I'm just going to move a weight and I'm going to take a supplement. It's going to magically build me a muscle. Look, poof, mom, a muscle grew out of nowhere. Yeah, like steroids. So then they go and they take steroids and then they blow up. It's a side effect, okay? It's a side effect of the enhanced performing part of the steroid. It's ATP, glycogen loading in the muscle. And they think, wow, look, I blew up. I got muscles, right? It makes you look lean like a horse. They give anabolics and shit, all this to horses They run. They put racehorses, whatever, animals, dogs. They look muscular. That's the whole point. Muscular and lean. That's how they want them to look, really cool and muscular. It's a cosmetic look. That's why they inject them with it. So what do these fools do? They fucking inject it in themselves. These crazy people, these whatever, these lifters. And so they get the same look, but the growth is a byproduct. It's ATP because it's an enhanced performing drug. And what's enhanced performing? If I load glycogen in my muscles, isn't that enhanced performing? See what I mean? So the more you load in there, the more you get this cosmetic look because it's enhanced performing. It isn't muscle building. It's called enhanced performing drugs for a reason, steroids.
They can't claim medical benefits. Okay, burning fat is medical benefit. Building muscles is a medical benefit. To be careful how they word this. They can imply things. There are a lot of implication there, but they can't claim.
I think some supplements have their, whatever. I don't know. Me personally, I just know amino acids work. Okay? They work. And brewer's yeast, you could say it's a supplement, it's a food, but it works. It works. And there are a few things that work there. They sell supplements like whey protein and this and that. They sell all these weird proteins, whatever. Do they work? Yeah, they work. They're food. You eat it, it works. Get it? You ingest it, you digest it, whatever. Now, does that mean it's going to make you massive and big? No, because building muscle, protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown. And the initiating spark is muscle damage to grow muscles. That's the initial damage, the adaptation process. So a supplement can't damage your muscles for you or build a muscle, but it can supplement it. That's about it.
They do these things because these are medical.
They can stimulate hormones and do a bunch of stimulations and stuff like the high dosages of amino acids. But other than that, they can't do those things for you. You have to do them yourself.
Things. Right? This is what prescription and controlled substances are used for. Right? Plenty of them out there. You're familiar with many of them. They're becoming more and more mainstream. All right. They can't do those things. When supplements are proven to work, they get pulled off the market. All right, what was the big one? When I was younger.
What do you mean they're proven to work? What supplements? How are they supposed to work? Like, what are they supposed to do, Blaha? What is Blaha talking about? As soon as they work, they pull them from the market. As soon as they work, what? Grow your penis bigger? Your fucking balls? What, your biceps, your fucking head got bald? They worked. Your hair fell out. You got a big schnoz on the end of your nose? Like, what do you mean by work exactly? Which ones are working? What is it that you're talking about is working? You never explain anything. You're a dummy.
And newer to lifting. This was, again, over 20 years ago. Ephedra was pulled off the market. Now, they cited health risks, but the risks were fairly low. Want to know what had happened that same year?
No, what happened?
A whole bunch of clinical trials looked at it and determined that it was a stronger fat burner than some of the prescription stuff being given for weight loss.
Okay, so then it must have worked. These fat burners they're selling, they must work then. Okay.
By pharmaceutical companies, okay? Do you not understand the correlation between that study coming out and a few months later it being outlawed? We should be able to buy it in Walmart. Right? We used to buy it at Walmart. There would be 6 different brands of ephedra, and it was cheap, and it was an effective fat burner. It worked too well. They outlawed it at the federal level. Same thing happened with all those pro-hormones.
Pro-hormones? They're not supplements, man. These are drugs.
We're considered natural if you took pro-hormones. Why? Like, but they turned out a bunch of them were real anabolics.
Listen to the word hormones. You can't take hormones. They're illegal.
Really strong ones too, yes. Because being natural in the bodybuilding world, which is supported and funded by the supplement industry, means you're taking only over-the-counter products. It doesn't matter if they're a drug. It matters does the supplement industry sell them. And once these products were then outlawed because they work, they became not natty for you to take them, and all the rules changed in natural bodybuilding. Okay, and then they started testing for them. natural is defined as, is it an over-the-counter product or not? Oh, again, marketing is a marketing word, right? The word natural is a marketing word. All right.
Yeah, it's a marketing word. Yeah, okay.
From that point forward, the supplement industry kind of stopped trying to make anything that worked.
Again,
right?
what does he mean they stop trying to make things that work? You talking about building muscle? Like I think that's the only thing he can corner here. I think his deluded brain it's all about a supplement is going to build him magic muscles from magic potions. What the fuck? This guy's brain dead, man.
20 years ago, guys, they stopped. They're like, look, they pulled ephedra, then they took all
Let's get one thing straight. Supplements do not build muscles. They supplement your diet. That's what they do. They supplement you. Maybe you're deficient in something. I don't know. That's what they do. You're deficient, they supplement. End of story. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
our gray area anabolics that were technically legal, made them.
I think his brain is all over the place about drugs. They don't work because there's no drugs in there. Well, a supplement is not a drug. It's a supplement. He's crazy.
All felonies, made them all controlled substances. Why should we bother to make anything that works? It's just going to get outlawed. We don't have to. Let's just put a bunch of fake natties up and let's lie and market and just sell garbage.
Okay, so he's talking about building muscle, fake natties, this, that. So he's just talking about that one thing about the supplement industry is that they're not making the special potion for me to build my muscles. You see, guys? They're supposed to be making a supplement that works that will build muscles magically out of thin air. No supplement can build muscles. There's no such thing. There's nothing that can build muscles. Muscles have to be damaged. If you don't damage them, they're not growing. It's really simple. If you're not damaging, they're not fucking growing. What part does this idiot not understand?
Doesn't work. It has no safety testing.
And here's another thing. Even if you do damage them, if you don't eat enough, you'll get an apoptosis. So it would have been worthless to have damaged the muscles to begin with. And they don't damage all the time. They're protected. And it's a protective effect. It's an adaptation process. Okay, it's adapted. So you need to seek out new adaptations. But if you don't understand how that works, adaptations, I recommend you go and study it really hard.
And it worked. They made billions and billions and billions of dollars. Okay? Again.
They made billions and billions of dollars because people think they're deficient in fucking supplements. You're not deficient. You don't need them. But it's an industry. And people are stupid out there because they're eating an unnatural diet, which is making you they're anti-nutrient in your food. So then you go get these supplements because you feel you're deficient in them. And then you get crazy people on these crazy diets. They are deficient, like the vegan diet. They are deficient. So what do? They go get these stupid supplements. People on carnivore diet, they're not deficient. It's not deficient in any nutrients whatsoever, meat. So we don't need supplements. But who needs it? The people that are artificial on these artificial diets, okay? They need them, okay? Like this dude, he needs it because he's an idiot.
The nature of the laws. I don't even necessarily blame the supplement industry itself, even though it's
Is he throwing that weight up in the air again? Like throwing it? What the fuck?
shady. It's the laws involved. The laws determined the nature of the supplement industry. And like any company,
He's never gonna look good. He doesn't even understand about bodybuilding, how to really make the muscles pop and condition yourself. You need mechanical tension, and a lot of it. I stick mostly to mechanical tension right now because I'm conditioning myself. Why would I waste my time with free weights, concentric exercises, throwing it up in the air like a loser, doing all these loser ass exercises, going nowhere fast, wasting my time? I don't have time to waste. I'm a busy person. I don't like to go to the gym. I don't like lifting. I don't like any of that shit. But guess what? When I do go, I know what I'm going to get. I'm going to get. Get it? When I go there, get it? I'm going to get. Yeah. No pain, no gain, dude.
you evolve within the environment
This is for him. This is all like pleasure. La 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 la. Lifting should not be pleasurable. It's not pleasurable at all whatsoever.
that you're in. That's what they did. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today.
Yes, that's what they did, Blaha. They're bad people. That's all he has to say. Thank God, man. I'll see you in the next one. Tell what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. He knows shit about supplements. I knew about supplements, man. They always came up with these ideas that it was going to do this and it was going to do that. Buy this, buy that. Everybody thought they got the magic potion, that it was going to build the muscle because the next best thing just came out. And the truth is, the friends that I knew back in the 80s, they took handfuls of amino acids, and I don't know, it stimulated hormones. They were young and they blew up. But I don't know what kind of blowing up they got there. Maybe there was a stimulation of more proteins on the myofibrillar. I don't know if they got damaged. I don't know what they got there. They looked somewhat big and puffy. Maybe it was drawing more glycogen in the muscle. Who the hell knows what they were doing? But I do just know this, that amino acids are building blocks of proteins. Now, if you damage muscles, then you have more chances of building it with these amino acids and meat and everything else that you need, their natural diet, okay? That's how it works. Definitely, there's benefits with creatine works, especially well with muscle damage, with an adaptation process. But if you're adapted, it doesn't work very well. You'll just build water in the muscles. See, that's how it works, okay? If you don't understand that, you figure it out, you look it up, okay? That's how they work, okay? I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends.